Welcome back, guys, to another Epic 7 video. I apologize if I sound a bit tired. I just woke up. I'm recording this before I head to class. Uh, so I got a few comments asking about gear and arena guides. So I figured I'd give my opinions on this. They're just my opinions. I'm sure there are better guides out there, but here we go. All right. So when you guys ask for gear, you're gonna immediately think of farming, uh, farming hunts, right? You're gonna try to clear hunts, like the stages as soon as you can, or the ones you can complete. And I say that's good. I mean, you want to unlock expeditions as soon as possible, which I do recommend. You can get I-90 gear materials ahead of time, but I suggest you hold off on hunts, or at least if you do get to like the hunt 8 stages, uh, and instead, for those of you struggling to get gear, I say, this is just my opinion, right? Once you clear Britannia, and you clear, 10-10 with the Fight Mercedes, oops, and you make it to Sidonia, you want to clear the story as soon as possible, right? You want to clear episode 2. You might get stuck in episode 6 because of the fight with Straz. I won't say more than that because it's spoilers. But yeah, there's Straz icon right there. You might get stuck during that fight, which is okay. But oh, I keep backing up. My bad. In Sidonia, there are AP shops, right? You can get attack set gear from the first 6 stages, and that should be enough for a DPS. You're gonna clear those. If you somehow manage to get past Strays, which is where the first destruction set will be, uh, you will be able to continue and get the rest of the destruction set and put it on, whoever needs the destruction set. Therefore, you know, allowing you to, save off on Banshee, right? Because if you don't have the units for Banshee, then farming destruction set is gonna take time, right? You don't wanna have a 5 minute Banshee fight or like Banshee 11, Banshee 13, whatever, right? Or Wyvern, if you're doing Wyvern, because I know some Karens are on destruction set. I don't know if that's recommended anymore. Oh, sorry, I was turning my computer on. Uh, yeah. So when you start up the game, when you're midway through the game, right, you clear 10-10. I say collect all the free gear you can, like through Adventurous Path. I can't show it anymore since I completed it. You get all the free gear from Adventurous Path. I'm pretty sure beginner logins get a free speed gear. Uh, so that's gonna come in handy as well. You also get another copy of speed gear from the episode 2 Adventurous Path. So get all the free gear you can, right? Uh, use them on anybody, your specific tank, your DPS, your support, healer, whatever, right? Health, attack, speed. You want to get all the free gear you can out of the way, and then that's when you start farming hunts, right? Because then your units you start enhancing the free gear, and then that's when you start farming hunts, right? The hunts that you can do, right? You don't have to go straight into 11, right? Uh, you can if you think you can handle it. Although depending on how fast you can clear it, will you know can be stressful at times. Because nobody wants to sit there for. I mean, if you can auto it, go ahead. But if you can't, then I say do the stage that you can auto if you are farming, right? Uh, and then that's when you can start focusing on arena and RJ, which I'm gonna go into right now. So for arena, you generally want to see where your team is at. Mm, like, uh, let's say you have Vildred from Selective Summers or something, and I don't know, 3 other DPS. I'm trying to think of free to play team like Vildred, Angelica maybe. No, Amomo. Amomo is definitely free. If you haven't pulled Amomo by now, mid game. then I don't know, Arcades or Angelica, if you have either one of them, will work too. For a healer, because you're going to need a healer for Sidonia anyways. I don't think it's possible to fight the 9-10 Straz and 10-10 Faustus without a healer, unless you just have Crow, which not everybody has Crow, so I can't really recommend Crow. If you do, props to you. I mean, Crow's really good. Uh, so yeah, generally in arena, you want to look out for teams you know you can handle. Uh, or you can test the waters. You can fight all 5 straight, right? And depending on which ones you lose, you can like figure out what weaknesses your teams have, right? And build from there. Like, oh, my team is weak to SSB or Dizzy, so I'm gonna build a counter to SSB and Dizzy, right? The same applies to RTA. Everybody's running meta, RB, Riolet, FCC, Athletica, a Tywin. Yeah, right. You want to build it to counter those meta units, but you don't just want to focus on the meta units, right? You want to focus on uh, you want to focus on a team that you know you can counter. For example, this team. Let me showcase my arena team, right? I built this team specifically to counter Dizzy and SSB. Now, Dizzy's gonna go first. I'm gonna get combat readiness push from GP to outspeed the Hufinate. Then we cleanse with Lilius because I don't want to deal with those debuffs. I'm gonna get a counter for SSB, but that's okay because I get an extra CR push from GP. GP is only there for uh, the combat readiness push. So if he dies, he dies. I really don't care if he stays alive or not. But yeah, the whole point of this team with Pavel is to counter SSB and Dizzy. Of course, there are some team comps that, ruin my chances of countering SSB and Dizzy. This, unfortunately, is not one of them. And, Amomo, everyone everyone should have Amomo. I'm not speaking for everyone, but yeah, you generally want to look out for teams that you struggled with before. Like now you have a counter to them, so you want to fight those teams in arena. Uh, Generally, I think that's about it for my arena RTA like opinion kind of guide. I hope it was helpful. I'm not really the best when it comes to PvP. That's really the only advice I can offer. Figure out what weaknesses your teams have. Level 50, level 60 makes a difference as well, but I mean, level 50 is fine as long as you have good gear, which you get plenty of. I mean, you get the free gear from Sidonia, which I just showed from the AP shop. Uh, and overall, patience, right? Progress in Epic 7 takes time, right? Even if you have a really fast farming team like YDCB and some of the other content creators have, it still takes time, right? Uh, so yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Uh, I'm sorry if I wasn't, if I left some questions unanswered, but this was the best I could do. Uh, thank you for your time. Oh, notifications. And see you in the next video.